we go. Now we're all ready to go. All right, everybody, get ready to roll. Uh, yeah, black. I can get all those. I don't have Museum, Spectre, or Black on hand. I like to know that there's enough people that are willing to buy those because they're so expensive to purchase. So if I get enough people who say, "Hey, listen, I want to do a Panini Black or Topps Museum," I'll get those and I will set those up and get those things ordered in. So, but yes, I can get those. All right, what we're going to do first is we'll do the archives. We'll save this one here. We'll save the Top Supreme for last. Does that sound good, fellas or ladies? I don't know if there's a lady in here or not. I do have Prime Sigs. Yes, I do. I do have some Prime signatures. In fact, I've got some for sale on my store, and if you drop me an email or something, I might even be able to get it to you cheaper. If you buy straight through me through PayPal like that, like you did, I might be able to even get it cheaper. So here, hold on a second. I'll make sure we got the right boxes. This is what you're looking for, right, Baron? The Prime signatures. Yeah, this is a 2012 Prime Signature. So yeah, this one here's, it's got Cam, it's got Luck, it's got all those rookie cards in there. They're just unbelievable. So, but yes, I do have those on, and I can get those any day of the week. So you just let me know if you want something. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain again. This is for the YouTube camera. Basically, any team that is like the Baltimore Colts will go to the Indianapolis Colts because the Colts franchise moved. Yes, you're right. Yeah, he is a 2011 rookie. So, I've got the Ravens will stay just the Ravens. Nothing from the Browns when they move down will go because the Browns retained their team up there. So if you get like a old Brian Sipe with the Browns, doesn't mean it goes down to the Ravens. It stays with the Cleveland Browns because they retain their team statistics and everything. The other teams that are out there is you got the Raiders, which are Oakland, L.A. L.A. doesn't have a team, so that's pretty easy. So any Raiders goes with the Raiders. The St. Louis Cardinals are now the Arizona Cardinals. So Arizona would get any of the would just stay with all the Cardinal stuff would stay with them. So the Oilers would go with the Titans because the Titans maintain the Oilers. That's why the Texans changed. Yeah, exactly right, Wilder. The Titans just changed their name from the Oilers, but they kept all their records, and the Texans went that way. So anybody that's on those teams are there. So okay, I'm going to start now. This is the first box. It's going to be an archive box. Good luck, good breaking, everybody. I'm also going to ask some trivia questions. I'll keep track of the trivia questions. Let me find my little list of trivia people here. Okay, actually I only got 2 from the break that are in here. Edmo, if you were in the break, I would let you partake in it. You can still answer if you want, but please, it doesn't count. It might give it away to somebody else. So I got another one. Okay, one Red Baron and Wilder. Okay, so there's only 2 people that will be eligible for picking their box. Okay, I'm going to open the first box up here. It's the archives. Trash can over here. So 2 piles here, 2 stacks. That way we've got them. The box is empty. So I'll set the box over here, and that's where I'll put the cards in. Then I'll get those. And it usually takes me, you know, probably about a day turnaround on these things when they're all said and done. Okay, the first cards. Hopefully we'll get some good cards out of this. Okay, we got Jonathan Stewart. Here's a Jeremy Maclin. Here you go, Wilder. There's a Josh Freeman. Josh Freeman. You like that, Wilder? Here's a Demarius Thomas, Wilder, for you. Anthony Carter. That's an old card there. That's a throwback card there. And some of these cards are short prints. They're different. Like I know, like I think it's the Andrew Luck. There's one with him with a blue shirt and one with a white shirt on, and it's different cards. One of them is short print. DeMarcus Ware. And Jared Allen for the Viking. There was the Vikings. So that's the first pack. Trivia question 1. You guys ready for a trivia question really quick? Get your typing fingers ready. Okay, okay. That's fine. I'll skip the bases then. If Wilder's okay. Okay, cool. Which player recovered their own fumble the most times in the NFL? Does anybody know? Whoever gets it first. Which player recovered their fumbles the most in the NFL? Okay, Jason Pierre-Paul, Ed Reed, Ravens, Frank Gore. Here's a nice looking card. Neil Lomax, Archives fan favorite. This is a nice card. It's autographed. So the Cardinals. I don't think anybody got the Cardinals. It's on card autograph too. That's a nice card. Put that in a protective sleeve. And any of these cards that you see that you want, and if you want to purchase them, I'll give you a fair price on them. I'll look at what the market value is on them, and we'll go from there. And I can't do a rookie card on that one, but let me get... Franco Harris, Cordell Stewart, no, neither one of those two. Ballard Vick, Fred Jackson, Bills, Terry Bradshaw. Here's a nice little throwback Terry Bradshaw card for the Steelers, the one who got the Steelers. And Dontre Poe. I tell you what, he played for the Oilers, since we talked about the Oilers. No, it's not the Steelers. It was probably a Buccaneer. It could have been Josh Freeman when he was wearing the Bucks. Jimmy Graham, Josh Gordon, Jerry Rice. There's a throwback card, Jerry Rice for the 49ers. Von Miller, the Broncos, which goes to Wilder. Blaine Garrett, Gabbert, excuse me. Dewell Jackson, the Cleveland Browns. There's a nice one. Darren McFadden. And here's a Dan Marino card. That's a nice card. A nice Dan Marino card. Eddie George, no. He was a quarterback. There's a Warren Moon in a Seattle Seahawks uniform. That's an old card there. Antonio Gates, base. Brian Quick, Rams. Cyrus Gray, the Chiefs. 1,000 yard Calvin Johnson. That's a nice little card. Now these archives got not a lot of nice little things. Matt Schaub, which I believe he's in the Raiders now, I think. Dante Hightower and Jamal Charles from the Chiefs. So I give you this here. I showed you who it was in a card just a few minutes ago, but he was wearing a Seattle Seahawks uniform. Sean Green, base. Green Ellis, Bengals. There's one for you, Baron. Mark Sanchez. Here's a nice little card for the Jaguars. It's blank on the back. They're neat little cards that are inside these archives. They're like little insert like tobacco cards. Those are cool cards. Tom Brady from the Patriots insert card. And Patrick Willis, Alfred Morris. There you go, Wilder. You got Alfred Morris. And a Dan Fouts. Good card. Make sure just making sure the YouTube one doesn't stop on me. Now, also there's gold foil ones in these that are really nice too, and there's also some minis, I believe. Keyshawn Martin from the Texans, base. Dwayne Allen, base. Cardinals, Michael Floyd, base. Warren Moon, who got Warren Moon? Wilder, you got it. Wilder got the first one, Warren Moon. How many times did he recover his own ball, do you know? Mark Ingram. Clyde Simmons from the Eagles. This is a nice card. A little bit different. 50 exact, yes, 56 times. Good job, Edmund. LaShore, Mike LaShore. And Stephen Hill. And Beanie Wells is the last one on this one here, the Cardinals. Anquan Bolden in a Ravens uniform. Ronnie Hillman. I actually got a nice autograph one of him. It's a chrome. I might do that as a trivia giveaway on one of my breaks later on. LaShawn McCoy. Here's one of the gold foil ones. Dante Hightower from the Patriots. Those are nice cards. See how shiny they are? Gold foil. That is a nice one. The Patriots are getting a few little hits here, so let me put that one there inside of a bag. This next card is probably not worth hardly anything, but it's kind of interesting that you still see them out there. Of course, it's the 2013 box. And I'd be curious to see if there's any cards out there of this player that is worth any money anymore. Aaron Hernandez from the Patriots. So, Roddy White from the Falcons base card. Justin Blackmon from the Jaguars. And then there's the other tight end, Rob Gronkowski from the Patriots is the other one in there. So, okay, Chris Johnson, former Titan. Now he is might be a Jet. He had a talk with the Jets here a little bit ago. I think it was yesterday. Julio Jones, Deshaun Jackson with the Redskins, but he's in a Eagles uniform. So Wilder, you do not get him. Wes Walker, the Wes Walker, Wesley Walker, an old Jet. That's a big throwback card there. Brock Osweiler, there you go. There's a card for you there, Wilder. Titus Young from the Lions. Randy Moss in a 49ers uniform. That's an old card. And then a Troy Aikman Cowboy card. Next trivia. As of 2012, which NFL stadium has the largest capacity? As of 2012. And if you can tell me how many fans can fit inside there, I will give you double the points. Largest stadium capacity-wise. Wow, that's a sick thing to get there, Baron. A printing plate. Ben Roethlisberger insert. Michael Turner insert. Clay Matthews Packers insert. Brian Arakpo. There's one for Wilder. Here comes the next autographed card. It's an on-card, and it's a Steelers hit. It's Bubby Brister. I actually have an autographed card of Bubby Brister. Let me get that. I want to make sure the YouTube one gets it also. There you go. I'm going to put that into a sleeve. The Steelers got another hit. That's a good card. So those are the hits. Those are the two autographs. Matt Khalil from the Vikings insert. Phillip Rivers and Ryan Williams, all insert cards. Still got some gold foils in here. Kurt Warner insert. Pierre Garçon from he's in a Redskin uniform. Hayward Bay, Robert Turbin from the Seahawks, Whedon in the Brown uniform, Ben Tate, Texans, Greg Little, Browns, and Andrew Luck card for the Colts. So there's that one. Here is Willis McGahee in a Broncos uniform. Michael Floyd, Chargers. Marshawn Lynch. Here is a Julio Jones, Falcons. Little tobacco cards. So that's a nice little card to have. We'll put that one in a protective sleeve. Torrey Smith, Darren Sproles, now with the Eagles. He's in a Saint uniform there. Michael Agnew from the Dolphins, and Jermichael Finley from the Packers. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys. Well, you were over on the estimation, Weiler. But Emon, yes, you did get right. It was the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. So, since Edmund, he kind of ruined your guys' chance to get a point there. So, if somebody could tell me the capacity, then I will give you a point. Bernard Pierce, Ravens. Kendall Wright and the Titans. Reggie Bush as a Dolphin. There's Reggie Bush as a Dolphin. So you can see Reggie. There he is. He's in Dolphin uniform. Rashard Mendenhall as a Steeler, which he's retired now. He's a retired individual. Here's an interesting card. I haven't seen one of these here. It's Rocket Ishmael. It's a silver parallel card. It is. I don't see any numbers on it. That's a nice looking card. Just gotta look back there and It's silver bordered. Walter, you seem to know a little bit about these. Have you ever seen one before like that, a silver bordered card? I'll start filing through them faster for you, okay, guys? Yeah, because the hits are already pretty much gone, so. Chandler Jones, Isaiah Pede, and Ryan Tannehill. Alex Smith in a 49ers uniform. John Elway in the Broncos. Peyton Manning in the Broncos. And Larry Fitzgerald, gold foil. There's the gold foil Larry Fitzgerald, Cardinals. So I'm only going to stop on those cards that are Marcus Colston, Jay Cutler in a Bears uniform, A.J. Jenkins, and there's Mohamed Sanu for you, Baron. Next trivia question real quick is, who's the only NFL player to win the APA Most Valuable Player Award 3 consecutive times? There's Wes Welker in a Patriots uniform. Matt Castle, Chiefs. Julius Peppers, Bears. Ray Lewis, linebacker, Ravens. C.J. Spiller, Bills. Joe Montana in a Kansas City Chiefs uniform. Oops, let me get that one right. There we go. Kansas City Chiefs uniform for Joe Montana. Greg Jennings and Brett Favre as a Minnesota Viking. Minnesota Viking, Brett Favre. And it's not Jerry Rice or Terry Bradshaw. You just seen his picture in a Vikings uniform. Nope. Not in a Vikings uniform, Wilder. You need to put down the beer. Jason Witten, Cowboys. Brandon Marshall, Bears. Nick Foles. Walter Payton, Favre. Baron got it. It was Brett Favre. 3 times. Stevie Johnson, Buffalo Bills. Here's a cool Bronco. It's the little pop-up guy. So, Wilder, you got the pop-up Peyton Manning. That's a little hit there. T.J. Graham from Buffalo. Miles Austin from the Cowboys. And Isaac Redman from the Steelers is last one there. There he is. Oops, upside down, sorry. I'll look at that thing on the back. It's hard to turn around on that. Okay, this next one I promise is not a trick question. Which NFL player was arrested for being in possession of codeine without a prescription? Chris Rainey from the Steelers. Let's see, Jerron Carrier from the Raiders. Tony Gonzalez in the Falcons uniform. William Andrews. Mike Wallace is a Steeler. I'll show that to you really quick. There's the Mike Wallace Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, no, it wasn't Ben Roethlisberger. So that goes to the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay. Drew Brees, Saints, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick. Do I need to make these trivia questions a little bit easier, guys? Matt Ryan, insert. Reggie Wayne. Bart Starr, Green Bay Packer. That's a nice card. Whoops, I got a nice card for Starr. Let's see what time is on. Okay, we're doing all right. Jim Plunkett, another throwback. Here's Cam Newton for the Panthers. That's a nice card. Steve Smith in the Carolina Panthers. Joe Adams, Panthers. And Jaguars, Jones Drew. He's now in LA, or Oakland. They are tough. Okay. I'll give you an easier. That one was Jamarcus Russell. Not that you would have got that one right, but Wilder. Yes, we're almost to the Supreme. We've only got a handful more cards. I'll hold on. I'll do the trivia. I'll do a trivia after we do the cards. Let's get to the cards first, then we'll do some trivia questions, kind of a blaster. Then we'll go Harrison Smith, Vikings. Andy Dalton, Bengals. Donald Brown, 1,000-Yard Club. Randy Moss in a Vikings uniform. Arian Foster inserts. They got Emmitt Smith, throwback Cowboys. Larrett Robinson from the Jaguars. And the Buccaneers, Mike Williams. So there was a Buccaneers inside this one. A.J. Green, Bengals. Reuben Randall, Cowboys. Redskins, Fred Davis. T.Y. Tilton. Y.A. Tittle, Giants. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. 1,000 yards, Jones Drew. Matt Forte. Kevin Kolb. Excuse me. And Matt Stafford. Eli Manning, Giants. Larry Fitz. LaMichael James. Here's another Trent Richardson for the Browns fan. That's a nice. It's one of those pop-up cards. Darius Posey from the Texans. Giants. David Wilson. Luke Kuechly from the Carolina Panthers, and Ryan Matthews from the Chargers. Just a couple more packs. I got 4 more packs there, Baron. Sidney Rice, Seahawks. Roger Staubach, quarterback Cowboys. Hakeem Nicks in a Giants uniform. Cowboys, Des Bryant. Vinny Testaverde, the Buccaneers. You're looking for that one right there, Wilder? The Buccaneers finally get a hit. I don't know if it's a hit or not, but it's a Vinny Testaverde card. Ray Rice. Travis Benjamin and Lamar Miller from the Dolphins. Okay. There's Sam Bradford, Aston Jeffries, Andre Johnson, Arian Foster tobacco card, Doug Martin standard card, Percy Harvins, Vikings, J.J. Watt, and D'Angelo Williams. A Jim Kelly card, a Lynn Dawson card, Jake Locker, Vernon Davis, Michael Vick in an Eagles uniform, Vincent Jackson, Buccaneers in the orange sickle, Charles Woodson is a Packer, and Victor Cruz, the Giants. Last pack of this, then we're into the Supreme. Okay. Stephen Ridley. Steve Young in his 49ers uniform. Joe Namath, Jets. Jarius Wrights from the Vikings. And Eric Decker in a Broncos uniform, so that will go to Wilder. Joe Flacco. Darrelle Revis is a Jet. And Tony Romo, Cowboy. So that does it for these. Now we're going to go to the Supreme. You guys ready for the Supreme? Here comes the Supreme. Let's see, it's empty. There's the pack inside there. Good luck and good breaking, guys. Hopefully we get somebody with a hit in here. Okay. First card is 111 out of 112, Kurt Warner. There's the Kurt Warner card. I want to make sure that the YouTube people are going to see this one. And then there's the Kurt Warner. Put that one there. Andre Ellingston is 50, it looks like it's a 58 out of 99. You all see that one? Okay. I'm going to save that one for last. Here's another nice card. Robert Griffin III. 107 out of 170. This is... There's the Robert Griffin. You see that, Wilder? That's yours. I believe this team was bought at the last minute. It's a 4 out of 10 card. And Baron, I think you're going to be extremely happy. You still there, Baron? I'll hold this card until you chime in. So I want to make sure you're here. Baron? There must be a little bit of a lag time. This team seems to always get hits whenever I break boxes. The last one I had a dual signature with this individual and Marquise Godwin on it. So that kind of tells you what team it is. You there, Baron? Hey, Baron. I hope he didn't go... Wilder, can you hear me still? He fell asleep waiting on the Supreme. Well, the Supreme's here, and now he's got a hit. He's got a big hit. A nice big hit. A 4 of 10. Top Supreme. Robert Woods. There's Robert Woods. This is your hit. You see it, Baron? 4 of 10, Robert Woods. Buffalo Bills. And there's the one for the YouTube. Okay. What you missed, I'll let you see the Supreme again. Yeah, we're done. There's Robert Griffin III for Wilder. He got this one. You got the Robert Woods. There was an Andre Ellington. And then a Kurt Warner. Inserts. So nice little pack there. Let me get these things in some protective sleeves for you guys, especially this one here. The edges, everything looks good on this. The signature is a nice signature too, Baron. Put it in that sleeve there, that way it's protected. Get the top loader. There you go. It's all nice and protected for you. I'll ship that one with care to you. So these here I'll package up here a little bit later. Okay, I'm going to finish up the trivia. I'm going to do 2 more trivia questions if you guys want to do trivia still. You know, Wilder, I told you last time the Buffalo Bills always... Yeah, yeah. I told them the Bills always seem to get a hit whenever I do a break. Like the last break I did, I had a Marcus Godwin and a Robert Wood dual autograph Magic card. It was a nice card, and yeah, it just seems like the Bills always get something out of a hit. You know, so it's like clockwork for me for the Buffalo Bills. So. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more questions here. Let me see. Okay, here's an easy one. What team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad in 1972? Okay, Wilder, I guess you win because you're right. So you pick your box. Because Baron just left. Do you want box number 1, box 2, or box 3? You must be present to win. Yeah, the Cowboy. I figured I'd give him an easy one there, Edmund. Which one do you want there, Wilder? You pick the box. Box 2. Okay, here's box 2. We'll see what's inside of box number 2. It might be an empty box there, the way this thing isn't opening. Okay, you got 2 cards in it. A chrome Luke Jokel 425 out of 499 camo border. It's chrome and it's a refractor, so that's cool. And then a blue wave refractor Buffalo Bills Kimo Alonso rookie card. So those will be packaged up and sent to you also there, Wilder. All right. Any questions, Edmund? Hey, make sure you subscribe to me, or Edmund, and that way whenever I go live, you know that I'm out there. Also, check me out on eBay. I'll be doing some more breaks here shortly. There's old 19572 What's up, old? We just got done with the double box break. We did get a hit out of the Supreme. One of the people who purchased got a hit. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you later.